Hey, welcome back to the Naughty Perch. I have another tutorial for you today. This is another way of doing a granny square. I know I already have two tutorials about granny square, but this one is a really quick and fun, easy way of doing it. I'll be honest, this is actually my new favorite way of doing a granny square. And the best part is you can continue doing this granny square and convert it into a drawstring bag. How cute is this? So for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do the granny square. And then after this tutorial, I will post another one showing you how to do the bag. And watch till the end if you want to learn how to do the color changes. All right, you ready to get started? Let's go. Okay, so this tutorial I'm using, I love this cotton by Hobby Lobby, and the hook size is H 5mm. Like always, I like to start with a magic ring. If you do not want to start with a magic ring and prefer to do a chain 4 and slip stitch the chain together to form a ring, that is completely fine. So to get started, once I have my ring, I'm going to do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that chain 3 acts as my first double crochet. So let's do 2 more double crochets into the ring. 1, 2. So there's my first cluster of 3 double crochets. Remember, this chain 3 acts as a double crochet, and then we got 2 more double crochets. So this is our first cluster. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to do another cluster into the ring. 3 double crochets. We have our 2 sides of our square, and we're going to do the chain 2, 3 double crochets 2 more times into the ring. Okay, here you can see we have our 4 clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's chain 2, our last chain 2 of this round. And we need to tighten our magic ring, so let's go ahead and pull that tail. Here's our 4 sides, and we are going to connect into the top of that chain 3 that we started with. When I like to connect to the top of the chain, I go right between the top and the bottom of the V, and I like the back bump of that V to be on the top. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of a hard angle here, but this is the back bump of the chain, and I'm going to put my hook right underneath that. You see that? It's the top of the V and the back bump, so that's on top of my hook, and the loop at the bottom of the V is under my hook. Let's slip stitch together. So there's our first round of this granny square. Next we're going to chain 3, and we're not going to do anything else over here. We're going to go straight into a double crochet cluster into this corner. 3 double crochets. I know having this chain here might look a little silly, but trust the process. Since this is a corner, we will chain 2 and do another cluster back into that corner. So 3 double crochets. On this granny square pattern, we are chaining 2 in the corners, and we will not be chaining down the sides. So there's a corner. Let's go into our next corner with the 3 double crochet cluster, a chain 2 in the 3 double crochet cluster. There's our second corner, and we're going to do the same thing in this corner. 3 double crochets, chain 2, and a 3 double crochets. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll meet you right before we go to the last corner. Here we have 3 corners done. We have this last corner. Let's start with the first cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2 for the corner. And instead of doing another cluster of 3 double crochets, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So it looks like this. And now what we're going to do is slip stitch on top of this chain 3. And by doing that, it's going to pull this chain 3 up over along with this cluster. So this will act as the third double crochet of this cluster. See, isn't that cute? All right, so this is going to be a 2-round repeat. So on the next round, we are going to chain 3. And instead of jumping over and doing a double crochet in the corner like we did that last round, this second round of the repeat, we're going to do 2 double crochets right into the space. So this will count as your first double crochet, just like it did in the first round. And then you're going to continue around your granny square. You're going to do your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into the corner, and then on the side spaces you're just going to do 3 double crochets. You remember, you will not be chaining between the side spaces, only chaining 2 on your corners. Let me finish this round, and then on the next round I will show you how we change colors. Okay, I just completed my third round, and now we're going to do a color change. So insert your hook into the top of the chain 3. Instead of yarning over onto the current color and pulling it through, drop that current color, pick up your new color, put it over your hook, and then you're going to use that new color to slip stitch together, just like that. Pull that tail down a little bit. You want to pull both your tails down, make sure your stitches are nice and tight and not too loose. So this round, what we're going to do is, since you can tell in this previous round we did the chain 3 and we went directly into that space. So the second round of the repeat is you chain your 3, and you start your 3 double crochets into the next space. And then you continue around the square. 3 double crochet clusters into each side space, and then in your corners you have your 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. At the end of this round, this chain 3 is going to act like your last double crochet in your 3 double crochet cluster. Sorry, get that centered in this space. And that's how you do this really quick and easy granny square. I hope you enjoy doing it as much as I do. I'll start working on the tutorial on how to make the drawstring bag here shortly. If you are not currently following me, go ahead, give me a follow so you'll be notified when that tutorial is loaded. Don't forget to add this to your favorites. And I hope to have the tutorial up hopefully by tomorrow. All right, happy crocheting!